I do not want to get a zap to the groin. Whoa! Jesus Christ! Here it bloody is. Typically, I've just spent 15 minutes looking for this chain because no one put it back. And I wasn't the last one that used it. I'm just going to put that out there for the record. What are we doing this week? Well, this week is a continuation of the usual spring jobs. As this spring in particular, we are fixing fence and fixing water. That's what we are doing. Nothing new here. But we are expecting a bit of a spurt in grass growth. That's just gone off. He is measuring grass right now. I'd imagine he'll be done by lunchtime, and we'll have a bit of an idea as to what we're doing, because it's been pretty slow so far this year, and I'm hoping it's going to kick off because we've had a bit of rain over the weekend. That's all right, and we've had a bit of warmth. So rain and warm, let's hope it grows. So here's the job we got on this morning. We've had a bit of a tidy up. I mentioned it briefly. We've had a tidy up down this Brook line, sort of, well, over the last few months. So all this hedge, you can see there's a wide brook here, and there was a fence, and I couldn't reach across with the old hedge cutter. With the new hedge cutter, I can reach most of it from the other side, and then I can side it from this side, but I couldn't do that with the old one. It wasn't long enough. So this all kind of got overgrown and a mess. We've cut it all back, and we're going to put up a new fence here. So we're going to put up a creosote clippex fence. But one thing we need to do is get rid of all these bits. So this kind of tree got all these, this tree's practically knackered. It is an ash tree, and it's got dieback, and you can see it's all rotten. So the tree does need to come out at some point, but I haven't got a chance to do that at the minute. But before we do the other side, we'll have that tree down. And to be honest, that one's the same up there. And most of our ash trees are pretty knackered on the farm, all because of disease. But what I need to do is get these out, chain them up. So that's what we've got the chain for. We're going to chain them, pull them out, and then we can come along here. We need to go along with the topper because there's a lot of brambles and rubbish along this that needs just topping out. And then when we've done that, we can come and put a fence up. We also have water, that's a permanent water trough right at the top end of the field that when Dad and Finley were down here in the winter pulling bushes out, they disturbed the water pipe. So we need to go and fix the water pipe so that we can get cows from the field the other side of here, which is not even a grass field, it's just a field with grass in it. I want to spray that off and put it into a herbal ley. So they've got to come out there, they can go and skim graze across the Thule field before we put muck on there and then shut that up for hay. But to do that, we need to fix the water pipe so we can get water across to the Thule field. Does any of that make sense? Probably not. I am waffling. And like always, these jobs were intended to be done in the winter, but it somehow never happens in the winter. I feel like half it's because it rains all winter and no one expects it to rain, even though it rains every winter. And the other half, come on, sort yourself out, chain, is because we're just always overly optimistic. It becomes toxic, I think, our optimism. We always think it's going to happen really quickly, and it never does. So Dad's just finished measuring, and we've decided to go and move a group of cattle. So we've got some stabilizers that have calved over there, and they're going to go into the main group of stabilizers, just jumping over that fence, because now I put that energizer on, I do not want to get a zap to the groin. So these group of stabilizers, I think there's 6 in here and about 7 calves because the twins are in there. And they're going to go in with the main group of stabilizers, which are over the brook, and then they're all going to go together onto the 9 acre, which is the other side of this hedge, onto a herbal ley. Then these guys, we're going to go and sort that water out, and then this group here, which is grazing on the 14 acre, which is the field that's not a proper grass field, it's just got grass on it. They're going to go and go onto the Thule field in the distance, but we need to get their water sorted out. So you guys will get moved in a minute, you just calm down. So for those of you who are interested in how the farm is doing from a grass growth point of view, we have officially hit Magic Day. So get me a wand and call me Hermione Grazier. That was a terrible pun. But we have officially done it. We are growing 25.6 kilograms of dry matter per hectare per day, which, considering, you know, if we take out, these guys aren't currently in rotation because they're on this field and whatever else, we are there. But it is a little bit slow compared to other years, so we are a bit behind where we think we ought to be. But if we get a bit of warmth, and we had some rain yesterday, which is the first proper rain we've had for a while, then it'll start to move. So we're going to have some serious grass growth. The 9 acre where these guys are going is a herbal ley that's been doing about 60 kilograms of dry matter per hectare a day. So that is shifting, and the herbal leys are shifting, but it doesn't have massive cover on it. So it's about 2,300. So we're thinking a little skim graze across there, and that'll get it moving even better. One thing I find mad, like these girls have been out now longer than obviously those we just put in. Just how much condition these things put on so quickly, it's crazy. Nice and shiny, obviously you're getting plenty of grass, but it just makes all the difference. And look at the calves. Look at them, happy as Larry. So we're trying to get them from here now across through that gate in the corner, and then they'll be in their grazing block. I don't know if I mentioned it at all this year, but we've castrated all the males for the first time in quite a while, because we're going to look towards finishing all the steers and any heifers that we do finish out at grass sort of next year. So rather than put the time constraint on them, because those of you who don't know, if they're entire, you have to have them killed for prime price before 16 months old, so there is a bit of pressure on there. If you castrate them, you get 30 months. So we thought we'll give that a go, try and get them out next year. So this time next year we won't have any finishing stock in the sheds. That'll be barren and everything will be outside, and might look towards maybe having a snacker or something like that and finishing them with a bit of cake or some cereal mix or something we do ourselves. Let's have a check of this electric fence. Once Dad's got the handle up, we can see how we're doing. 7.1. 7.1. That'll do. Next up is to go and sort this water trough out so we can move these girls. Dad's Corvus is about to do a big milestone though. I just looked on the clock and it's now done 9,995 miles. So it's about to do the big 10K. And to be fair, it's been pretty bloody good. Because in Corvus's defence, the only thing that's actually gone wrong with this is the drive shafts. And they've changed them now and put a sealed bearing version in. Whereas before it was just like a UJ. And hopefully that solved it. So we just brought the water trough up for this group here, because they're coming into this. Whoa! Jesus Christ! No, that didn't work. We're just trying to run the water pipe around that post, and I was holding it, but now I'm the post. That was one of our wise ideas that went terribly awry. Dad's just going to go find the other end now. But my point was going to be, 2 weeks ago, we tone ferted this field. I think it got 1,800 covers on it at that point, and now it's on 2.6, and it had 15 kilograms of nitrogen. So the response has been 800 kilos of growth in 2 weeks, which is pretty good considering the average farm growth over those 2 weeks is about 20. That's not bad. What's that maths? I'm going to say 60. That's just rough maths. I'm going to have to do the maths properly. 800 divided by 14. 57. Hey, I'm pretty good at guessing. So this has done 57 kilos a day since we tone ferted it, which is just an insane response. Oh, I meant to say earlier, I completely forgot, was if you are interested in the kind of grass growth side of things, what we're doing on farm and what it's growing and what that means for us and what decisions we're making based upon the grass growth and everything else, I've been doing little snippet videos on Instagram, and I've been posting them on YouTube now, so go and check them out. And also on the other one, TikTok. I'm not really a TikToker, I'm far too old, but I've been doing it. So go and have a look. So here is our water leak somewhere. Dad and Finley were pulling some bushes out, and they pulled one out over there. There used to be a water trough here. They pulled a bush out over there, and they think the root's gone underneath the pipe, which is below my feet somewhere. And that is where the leak is. So we've got to have a dig. But there's a lot of brambles that we've got to get rid of first.
Is that where it's leaking?
I don't know. I can't find anything. But I thought it'd cross here, because why else would it cross for anywhere else? There's water leaking there. Look, there's a puddle.
Yeah, it must come that way then.
You want me to dig there?
You want to dig there then? Turn it off again.
It is leaking, whatever you've done to it. What's that bloody soup?
It's bubbling up here.
Oh yeah. We found it now. You see it bubbling up here. I've got to dig down and try and actually find the pipe, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be the problem. When we go and turn this on, it feeds across that trough we just put in over there. But we're getting no water over there at all, so we think this is just a complete break, or at least enough of a complete break to make that much of a mess. Well, well, well. I think we found the problem. You shouldn't be doing that. Should not be doing that. This one will be fun. Bend. That's it.
Oh, that'll be all right.
You got your thingies? Yeah. So we've joined that up, put a new joint in there. I think there's probably a T there somewhere in the soil that goes back to that stop tap, which feeds that standpipe. And if you sort of aim straight across, that looks like it goes to about where the stop tap is for the next field. So I'd like to think that that is all we need to do, but Dad's gonna go and turn it on and we'll soon find out, won't we? Okay, I feel like I just heard the water shoot up that pipe, so we're gonna turn this stop tap on and see what we find. Oh, look at that, water. Yes! All right, so I think I should do it. So we can move these girls now. This is the blues and the old girls. And yeah, pretty much the blues and the old girls. These will all go out to Thornton eventually, but they're just here for the time being because I haven't got around to taking them, I suppose. There's not a mega amount of grass at Thornton yet, so it's always a bit slow, and it's slow enough here, so we might as well just keep them here for now. Calves are looking well. These are all Charolais calves, apart from a couple of the red ones, those two there, which are Apollo calves, which is the young bull that we kept. So they absolutely spat them out and they're doing really well. So even the Charolais, to be fair, are doing really well. Come on, girls, up! Come on, plenty of that where you're going. Look at them, happy as Larry, heads down, munching. That's what you want to see.